Hello world. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2026. It's 12:12 p.m. and this is another vlog, a 10-minute raw, unedited talk about what is top of mind. This is a public journal, and so my purpose is to document the most interesting things I did, thought about, or experienced, or learned in the last day or so. I am in the co-working space right now of Network School. I am just in the middle of my workday, and I'm feeling like I just want to capture this moment, like capture myself at different times, and just talk about, do the vlog at different times of the day. So today is the middle of the workday, so I'm like just was working for like 3 hours straight, and I was like building the Crown Watch, also maintaining my other applications like Luminalog, Manifestly, Ava Creator. So having multiple work streams at once. So the most important thing I really wanted to talk about is like creating this idea, this plan, this vision of myself as a person that, making your passion actually your work, and like finding out what gives you bliss. And I was thinking about things like, I remember reading J.C.R. Licklider's The Dream Machine back in like 2020 or 2021, and being like, I love this stuff. He wrote the Man-Machine Symbiosis PDF, and I remember reading Hackers and the book by Stephen Levy, and just being up all night. I couldn't put it down. That was like the first time I read a book cover to cover. I just sat down and was like, this is incredible. This is what I've been looking for all my life. And so now I want to talk about this, like how you can make that your work, your passion, by covering these topics, the history, the theory, the intellectual kind of precursors of these ideas, with the current new breakthroughs of research papers in AI, agentic harnesses, frameworks. And when I met a researcher from News Research on Saturday at the AI Engineer Hackathon. And just talking to him for 30 minutes about AI, like, got me so excited, like, to hear somebody here that is like, lives and breathes this stuff. And realizing, here's just seeing somebody that is just doing this day in, day out. Like, this is what I want to do. This lights me up. This is what I want to be in. I want to be in this space. So my point is, like, Conrad, like, create AI, create YouTube content, just talk about AI, do visuals, like, I have this desire to be creating things and being a creative person. And that is also like creating like YouTube videos where you're talking about explaining topics, and it's a process where you discover the craft as you go along, and you discover what people resonate with, what is valuable. And if you're able to explain difficult topics to people, that's valuable. And so that's how you can, like the idea of like what Vitalik Buterin did. Like he is a model for me, because he is a similar type of psychological kind of tendency or like thinking patterns. Like we are similar in that, like people like us are like, they can like, and it's just general pattern of all people. You have a thing you like and you're very good at, or you can explain. And if you just stick to it, and if you're able to fashion it, use it as an engine of like explaining something to the collective, of like you're focused on one thing. We're all agents that can have a limited bandwidth or a limited attention span, and it's our own. This is like our own prediction market. It's like our own bets on, okay, I'm going to focus on this, and then I'm going to develop an expertise. I'm going to use my LLM, my own brain compute power, to solve this problem, and I'm going to learn all about this problem, this data, the history, the different solutions, and then I'm going to come up with a new solution, and then you present it out to the collective, and then that difference is like, you actually like helped the collective understand the space better. And so that's what like Vitalik Buterin did, and that's what great scientists do, and engineers. They hyper focus on one specific niche, they understand it, and then they're able to improve it a little bit and then give back to the community. And then the community values that person. They're like, that person did this kind of discovery, and we should, let's name something after them. Let's buy their product or let's listen to them speak because they did this amazing thing. So that's what I mean is really beautiful about human agentic loop, but also like the agentic loop, and now like the agent economy. So I was like really, take your work seriously. This is like what I talked about in, at hackathons that I built projects at, this agents that create content, and they take in data in, they process it, they make some new discovery, and they present it out back, and then that difference, that loop is how you generate value. And I like presented this in January, February at talks at the. There was one big meetup around Cloud Code, and that's like what my presentation was about, and I recorded it, and it was really dope. And it's on YouTube. Okay, so, but the point is like you have to you find your own ideas in the expressions in the words of like geniuses, like your own neglected ideas. And so like that's another point that like you have to take yourself like seriously and know like what you're like saying is like valuable and is contributing. And so that was like Ralph Waldo Emerson quote, and you find your own neglected ideas in the readings or the writings of geniuses or something. That was pretty much it. That was the point. So the point is that that's your job. That's your job. That's your job. That's what you do. You have to focus on a niche, and you have to create content, and daily, like and you have to use augmented.world to create a scaffolding for you to actually steer this kind of your knowledge base. And that's the paradigm. You have to create Augme World as a personal OS, your personal second brain, your personal AI infrastructure, and you have to create content about this, about your personal AI infrastructure, about Augme.world, about how everything works, and your process, and create the assets, auto post. So that's very interesting. That's very important that you do that. So that's my that's the Tuesday talk. And what else? Yeah, today I woke up fucking 9:40. I just slept in, had breakfast by myself. I didn't sit with anybody. That's all right. Nice interactions just in the hallway. It's just so rewarding. And then I came out here around 10. And I think like another thought I had this morning is like, gratitude. Like just that's the most important thing. You're gonna progress so much by strengthening your ability to be grateful for the things you have. Like I'm so grateful for like this, having the co-working space here, having the perfect environment to just work, be on my laptop, be in a cool space, have a nice chair, have a nice desk, have a power outlet, have a coffee. Like actually it's hard to find in a being a digital nomad, a space like this, it's hard. And I'm paying for it, and just but like don't take it for granted. And then like, okay, you have the gym and you have the food and it's all there and there's a lot of cool people here. So be grateful for what you have is my kind of mantra for today. Is like, wow, this is amazing. And like, you know, same for your like products, like you really have to like cultivate this sense of appreciation and love for like the products that you have, and like repeat that and like and communicate it to others. Like you have to, it has to be contagious. Your enthusiasm for your own apps, your own solutions, your own products, your own discoveries has to be contagious, and that's how you really sell yourself. You communicate your own excitement, your discoveries, your progress with others, and so you can do that. Yeah, that's through like YouTube videos or like content. My Americano. Thank you for listening. Ending it here. It's already 11 minutes, and as always, sending you good thoughts, frequencies, and vibrations, because every thought matters. Peace. May you be free from suffering.